Yeah, I'll react to that, sure.
Hey guys, let's watch. U.S. military parade raises eyebrows among drill aficionados. Is British best? I'm just gonna say yes without seeing this, and I didn't even see the American military parade a few days ago. So I heard it was pretty underwhelming though. But how can you beat the classic red coat, bearskin hat, British British troops? You can't. Let's go. Original link top of the description. BFBS Forces News, preemptive like. Let's go.
Rank
Hope everyone's doing well.
Moving in unison. Each move exquisitely enacted. Precision, poise, perfection. Military drill performed exceptionally like this looks amazing.
Oh god.
This doesn't look so good. Lackluster.
It literally it looks like they just went to the army and it's like without any training whatsoever, and it's just like, yeah, we're gonna have a military parade. Just walk together. Like it's just it reminds me of a school fire drill where we'd all walk out.
Lamentable. Laughable? Military drill.
What? No, love. I'm American. Love my troops. Okay, but what is this? This isn't on the troops. It's like there's
Lackluster. Lamentable.
just like
Laughable? Military drill is a high-stakes business, so the question is, to drill or not to drill? Trooping the colour in Britain, officially known as the King's Birthday Parade. It takes place every year at Horse Guards Parade in London on the official birthday of the monarch. And I've been lucky enough to witness this precision spectacle several times, and it never fails to impress me. This time the Coldstream Guards are trooping their colour. Contrast this scene with another parade happening thousands of miles away.
Received specialized training for fighting in mountainous conditions. After periods spent in active...
Washington, D.C., the U.S. Army Grand Birthday Parade. And if I was being unkind, I'd say some of them were ambling rather than marching. And if they can't put the effort in here, what would they be like on the battlefield?
yeah, that's the thing. It was the 250th anniversary of the Army, right? And so even though military parades aren't usually a thing here, I guess I can get it on the 250th anniversary. That's fine. Almost like a parade. But this does look like a regular parade. It doesn't look like a military parade at all. And so if there was any sort, even a minute intention to like show our forces to the world stage, I'd say this did more harm than good.
But maybe they've got it right. Perhaps the British military is far too obsessed with drill. It's of no use, some would argue, simply an anachronistic throwback to when Britain mattered, and we're desperate to cling to that. I think I disagree, though, and here's why.
Yeah, having a tradition of your soldiers in Britain with the traditional red coats, you have to take a giant leap and have some other motive to be like, see, they just want to be the empire again. It's like, no, it's tradition and they're proud of it. Why does that have to have any connection to them wanting to be as much of a power as the British Empire was? Ooh, what's the flag?
Foot drill, or just drill, goes back thousands of years. Soldiers would march into battle, be expected to gather in a formation, and react to words of command from their commanders once the battle got underway. The colours being trooped or shown here would also be used on that battlefield. Troops would rally around the colours. It was their focal point. It was their honour. Although this sort of battlefield is consigned to history, modern commanders say learning it fosters military discipline, as it requires instant obedience to commands and synchronised completion of those commands bonds with the others in the unit, a skill set much needed in the modern battle space. Drill also forges a bond within regiments. The Coldstream's colours carry their battle honours, keeping that knowledge alive. Honours.
Just fast forward if you want, guys. An 8-pointed star, a blue ribbon around it. Are those names on the yellow ribbons? Also, guys,
As unit, a spawn set in regiment.
why does this guy have the yellow cuffs, bracers, and the white gloves? I'm more interested in the bracers. Is this just because I'm assuming it's a very easy answer that they're a higher rank and so they get the yellow cuffs? Unless you guys know something more.
Regiments. The Coldstream's colours carry their battle honours, keeping that knowledge alive and relevant to the current crop of guards.
Oh, I want to read the flag.
Symbolic meanings everywhere. See these axe-wielding mounted troops? They're farriers.
These are my favorite. The one with the something's just so great about it. The gleaming silver, or metal cuirass, right? That's called the cuirass. With the red and the white gloves, jet black horse. That's so badass.
After a battle, they would use the point on the axe to dispatch fatally wounded horses, and the axe itself to cut off a hoof, which had the horse's army number inscribed on it, to be given to the quartermaster to prove the horse had died. And drill isn't just for guards.
Why would they have to prove the horse died? Like, my horse died. Did you set it free? Oh, maybe that actually was a problem. So either horses were just a super important commodity that they wanted to make sure that if your horse ran away, you're not trying to pass it off as it died. Or people were probably got connected to their horses and just sometimes let them go.
Regiment to prove the horse had died. And drill isn't just for guards regiments. The senior services drill ability was tested in front of the world as they pulled the gun carriage carrying the late Queen at her funeral, here rehearsing before the solemn occasion. Then there's field gun, dismantling, carrying and reassembling an ancient gun, absolutely of no use practically, except how it develops teamwork and fosters camaraderie.
The 7th
And fosters, like, love for your country's history, so, yeah.
Infantry Division stationed at Joint
Now, I just realized that I'm glad I didn't watch this live.
Base Lewis McCord has been seeing continuous combat action ever since activation in
Which brings us back to the US Army Birthday Parade. And the simple question I've got, if you're going to go to the bother of marching, why not try and do it well?
during the call of its
Because let's face it, the image it's projecting here isn't exactly awe-inspiring.
have been awarded
A world away from Moscow or Pyongyang.
의 전통을 굳건히 수령도 위해서
The question I asked at the start of this was to drill or not to drill. Well, that's up to each government or each regime. But if you do it well. Tim Cooper, BFBS Forces News.
Okay, great video. If I can try and give some sort of, like, I don't really care about a comparison to a North Korean, right? If what am I saying? Like, if North Korea does a better parade style, that's great. But I care more about, say, Britain, for example. And the only thing that I can possibly maybe give some defense is that maybe it was more of a parade than it was a ceremonial tradition. I'd be curious to see if there were any other prior military parades in U.S. history on camera where the soldiers did march in very much unison. But maybe I'm reaching as far as I can here to try and somehow justify it. It probably can't be justified, but one, it looks like you just got a bunch of soldiers said, hey, we need you at a parade right now, just walk down the street. Or it could just be more of a celebration of the army without trying to put on pageantry. I'm really grasping straws here. Okay. I didn't see that. I've seen more of the U.S. military parade that happened a few days ago in the maybe 20 seconds they've been shown in this video than I watched all of it live. So I didn't know it was like that. How can you beat the British, though, okay? Even if the Americans walked in perfect unison like the Brits, you can't look this cool. Stop it. And I really want to see that flag. You can't look this cool, and this is the pinnacle of coolness, in my opinion, here. And look at just how freaking jet black those horses are. And my last question, guys, before I leave you. Well, not question. I'm just saying I would love to see what this flag is. It looks like... So there's an 8-pointed star. There's the Union Jack, obviously. And then there are a bunch of yellow ribbons. I'm assuming either like important commanders or soldiers in history, or they're like regiment numbers, you know? If anyone knows. The more I look at comments from you guys, the more confident I become that... The more confident I feel in just throwing out questions out there. Because you never know. Someone might actually know it. So, you guys are always awesome in the comments. Love y'all. Hope you're doing well. And I hope I'll see you guys next time. We'll keep on learning. Bye, guys.